Alex, thank you for joining our webinar today, and I want to introduce you to, well, actually a lot of you already know her, but for those of you that don't know her, this is Saidel-Baker, an economist and speaker here at ITR Economics, and welcome. Glad you could join me today, Lauren.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited to have the chance to speak with you today. I'm sorry we couldn't do this in person, but I'm very glad that we get to connect and that you all are interested in hearing a little bit more about the economy, about where we are today, what's happening in this rather unusual recovery, and also about where we go from here. Absolutely. And I would just say, look ahead, not behind. We've had very high rates of change in a lot of these commodity prices in recent months, but that's behind us now. It won't help us to look back. It's important to know, where do we see this going from here? That's why we have these forecasts that we're sharing with you today. I, again, would just leave you with this slide. I come from the fixed income world in a past life, and if the bond market isn't worried, honestly, I'm not either. And the good news is it's a pretty simple methodology. This is no high-level math. This is no regression analysis. I won't be quoting R squared to you all day. And what that means is, first of all, we have a great system. I mean, it works. We've proven that over decades. But even more importantly, this is something you can use on an ongoing basis. You don't need a PhD in mathematics. I want to look at the economy on a slightly different basis. I was talking about the industrial economy, that industrial production index. Here I have gross domestic product. It's a slightly different measure. It's really the broadest measure to look at our domestic economy. And you can see that GDP, it's actually up back above its pre-recession level. We had a relatively quick bounce back, a quick recovery from the pandemic recession. The reason for the difference here, the reason that GDP is already back above that high water mark and the industrial economy won't get to that point until 2023, is the US consumer. Again, despite the headlines of consumer pain and suffering, we're actually doing okay. And consumer spending accounts for 2/3 of this GDP measure.